What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back with another review of Basketball Wives. This is season 12, episode 12, and let's go ahead and get right into it because honestly, there wasn't much to the episode. So the ladies have left Hawaii, and we actually see Ty and Evelyn meet up. Oh, and then next thing you know, Jen, she joins in as well. What happened to their beef? So because now everybody is against Jackie, we're going to completely ignore the fact that these two had beef the entire first, 5 episodes of the season? So Evelyn is basically telling them about Chantel and Jackie getting into a fight and how Chantel had that one little measly, barely bleeding finger. And of course, these two have a little bit of sense, so they're like, okay, well, what could have been said for Jackie to react that way? And then also, Jen, she kind of feels like she needs to hear Jackie's side before she automatically takes Chantel's side. Honestly, the only thing that I got out of this conversation is that Evelyn was right when she was saying how your family could be the most toxic person, or should I say the most toxic people to you. Alright, so in the next scene, we actually see the WAC 3 have a conversation. I don't care about them, so we're going to move on. In the next scene, we actually see Jen. She goes to see Jackie, and Jackie does apologize for that strain that she gave Jennifer when she was arguing with Evelyn. I think she called her long face or long headed. Either way, long was used. And, Jennifer, she does accept the apology. But what does she want to do? Talk about Jackie and Chantel. We already know that she's not going to talk about this. So I'm not even understanding why anybody is asking her questions. Like, it gets to the point where Jackie's like, oh, I'm about to be planning this date with my husband. She walks off to go to the bathroom. Deflection, yes, but how many times does she have to tell y'all, I'm not talking to y'all about anything that has to do with my child? Now, besides that, they did talk about Jennifer's movie screening, and come to find out, Jackie is actually acting in it. Now, at first, Jackie, she don't really want to go because she already knows that the other ladies aren't feeling her, but Jen is like, no, because you're in the movie, like, you should come. And then Jackie ends up bringing some tea to Jennifer, saying that Ming and Brandy are out here having threesomes and Brandy is cheating on her husband. Honestly, I would not care if she's cheating on her husband considering how many times he cheated on her. Like, what's the issue here? Alright, so then we slide on over to this event, right? And Jennifer basically is doing like a rooftop cinema thing. That's something that they have in LA out here where you can go to like a nice rooftop and watch a movie. But y'all, I thought that they were actually going to see like the full movie. No, they're only going to see a clip. I'm like, okay, Jennifer. So Ty shows up, she's glad to be there and support Jennifer. And then Jen is mentioning that, oh yeah, there's an elephant in the room. But I'm surprised that she did not tell Ty about this rumor that Jackie just told her. So next thing you know, Jackie shows up, and what Ty asked her about? Chantel. So Jackie lies, is like, oh yeah, I'm going to go get some food. Really, she got up out of there. Again, y'all find something else to talk to this lady about because she's not going to tell you anything. So we get to see the clip, right? It looked cool, very Tubi-ish, and that's not a dig. I just feel like, Jennifer, where the movie at? Like, just go ahead, put it on Tubi, and let the people watch it. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of, like, the event, Jennifer ends up getting a text from Jackie where she's like, oh, yeah, girl, I had to leave because I had the flu. Now, Jackie, if you're going to make up a lie, at least make it be a good one because that is not a good lie. Okay, so then after that, Jennifer ends up telling Ming, I forgot to tell y'all, she was there too. She ends up telling her about this rumor that Jackie told her. And y'all, I'm sorry, but I'm just not buying what Ming is saying. Like, she's going on about how Jackie is worried about the wrong things and how this should be at the bottom of her list, but she never denied it. So then we see Ty and Ming, they have a conversation, and Ty is questioning Ming if she's dating somebody. And I'm like, Ty, why do you have to keep asking this girl this? She keeps playing in your face, so stop talking to her. So, of course, Ming says no. And Ty's like, but you have a man's name tattooed on you? Like, at this point, every time Ming tries to explain herself, she sounds dumb. Honestly, like, girl, just tell Ty that you was playing in her face the whole time. I would respect that more. But at this point, this is where Ming is annoyed by Ty because she keeps asking her the same question. So she decides to say, oh, this is where Ty tries to save her reputation so that way she could coach again. I'm like, whoa, that was a serious dig. So then Ty, she heard her and was like, nah, this is how you save your reputation from being a hoe. I said, well, I mean, an eye for an eye. And me, she ends up calling Ty a hoe. I'm just like, please. If we're going to bring these two girls back, I don't want them to ever mention their relationship again because I'm over it. So then we see Ming and Evelyn, they hang out, and we learn that Ming's mom is in town. And Ming, she says that, Ty was so nasty towards her. And I'm like, at this point, y'all have been nasty towards each other. It's equal. So then Brandy comes through, and of course, Ming has to tell her about the information that Jennifer just gave her, that Jackie said that they were having a threesome, right? Y'all, again, nobody is denying it. Like, the way they are reacting, I get it. Like, okay, it sounds crazy coming from Jackie, but nobody is denying it. I'm like, what is going on? And then she goes on to tell her how, like, yeah, they said you was cheating on your husband. And y'all, all of this was pretty much glossed over. All of it. Because Brandy's like, wow, I'm so surprised that these accusations are coming from Jackie and Jennifer. And so then Ming, she's like, well, besides that, I have a event coming up, so y'all can go ahead and make sure y'all come. I'm like, okay, this is probably going to be the last event of the season. Cool. So we jump on over to the WAC 3, and they're hanging out with Jennifer. I said, now what is going on here? Now, according to Brittany, Jennifer has really been like a mentor to everybody in comparison to how the other OGs are. And I'm just like, wait a second. All three of y'all were pissed off about celebrating her marriage. Now y'all want to be her bestie? Y'all some weirdos. So Jennifer, she tells the ladies how she met up with Jackie and how Jackie dodged the questions about Chantel. Again, why are you saying this in front of Chantel? Like, this is just adding more fuel to the fire. Okay? So, Jennifer, she ends up mentioning how Jackie thinks that, everything is perfect, especially with her and Doug. And Chantel's like, oh, we know that ain't perfect. And I'm just like, girl, you want to hurt your mama so bad that you're willing to let your dad be a casualty, even though you swear you love him so much. You're a weirdo. So then Jennifer decides to tell these ladies also about Jackie's comments on this whole threesome that supposedly happened between Ming and Brandy. And I'm just like, Jennifer, baby, you are really carrying this bone because, girl, you done hit everybody with this information. I'm just kind of surprised because I thought you and Brandy was good. Why you ain't just hit her up first? That's a bit weird. So Chantel is like, oh my gosh, she's worried about other people, but her whole house is in flames. I'm sorry. And I'm just like, Chantel, girl, this vitriol is crazy. Like, you are so worried about what your mama is doing. It's just like, girl, where's your storyline? Like, besides getting into it with your mama, considering you cannot stand her, take her out of the equation. What you got going on? But besides that, y'all, everybody is going to Ming's event. That's what they all agree on. Moving on from there, we see that Ming's mother is in town, right? And she has actually invited Ming and Ty to meet up. And Ty ends up apologizing for calling Ming out of her name. So then Vicky is questioning Ty about her friendship with Drew Sidora. Like, what would you do with those 3,000 minutes? And of course, Ming is like, that's because that wasn't her friend, that was her bitch. And Vicky's like, oh, so was it? And Ty's like, no. So then Vicky asks, okay, well, were y'all sleeping together? Ty did not answer that question. So it's giving yes, they were. And Ty brings up the fact that Ming was also talking to other guys. So then Vicky, she's like, wait, so you was talking to other people as well? So then at that point, she started laughing and chuckling to herself because she feel like her daughter ain't even home material. But Ty's like, girl, you don't know everything about your daughter. So, they end up talking about the whole threesome thing, and the mom is like, oh, so you a freaky bitch. I said, no, hold on, lady. You too old to be talking like this. Ming is like, oh my gosh, you believe Jackie, Ty? And Ty's like, I don't know what to believe. Again, Ming has yet to deny this story. So I'm like, girl, is there some truth in it? What's going on here? Because, baby, you and Brandy definitely had some tension in the beginning. Besides that, y'all, we going over to Ming's event. All the ladies show up to support. Brandy even jokes about her and Ming having a thing. And y'all, I gotta say this. The best part of this scene will probably be when Ming pulled Ty up to the stage and did her hair. That was the best part of this whole scene. Honestly, that could have been the best part of this episode. Because I was like, okay, girl, you can really do some hair. You know what I'm saying? She said she ain't touched no curling irons in like 13 years. So considering that, she did a really good job. Now, besides that, Chantel is talking about how now she has to grieve the relationship with her mom. Girl, please stop. Brandy ends up calling out Jen for spreading that rumor that Jackie started. But Jennifer's like, well, I mean, it came from Jackie, so I'm sorry, but like, it's not even believable. I'm like, okay, so that really didn't have, much of an argument or anything. So then Evelyn, she's like, okay, does anybody else have anything else to get off their chest? And Jennifer is like, well, Brittany, she said that y'all are low vibrational, but, she wasn't talking about me. And Ty is like, yeah, she wasn't talking about me either. So Evelyn asks Brittany, what did I ever do to you? And Brittany's like, oh, you ran your mouth, and she calls her fake. Y'all, I'm sorry, but why am I on Evelyn's side in this argument? I don't know. Because I cannot stand Evelyn. But Evelyn's right. Brittany, nobody did anything to you, but for some reason, you catch attitudes with everybody. For no reason. Because, y'all, I'm telling you, Brittany, she started putting all that bass in her voice, yelling to the top of her lungs. And I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? Like, you doing way too much. So then she ends up calling out Evelyn for being 50 years old with her OnlyFans. And I'm just like, well, girl, you not that far behind. Then Evelyn, she yells out that, you done slept with so many men, you have nothing to show for it. She ain't lying. Brittany, she's so proud to say it was 36 guys. Girl, please keep that to yourself, okay? And this is not me trying to shame this girl, but it's like, Evelyn got a point. You mess around with 36 dudes, and what do you have to show for it? Nothing. Keep in mind, you was going for the ballers, you was going for the athletes, you was going for the rappers and all of that, and you have nothing. Girl, do better. So then Chantel, she tries to pipe up, and Evelyn is like, listen, if you keep attaching yourself to her, girl, good luck, because Brittany is a cancer. And she not lying. The way Brittany has approached every scene this season has been wild. Like, it's like she just wants to argue with somebody just because. And, like, I get it. Jackie helped her get back onto this show. But it's like she is clawing her way to be nasty towards people, I guess, so that she can keep her check and they can keep her around. I don't know what it is. But Brittany, I ain't never seen nobody convert religions and act the way you do. Ever in my life. Next thing you know, Evelyn, she pulls a Jackie Christie and she walks out, okay? And Chantel, she ends up telling the other two wackos that, she just loves their friendship. And y'all, that was pretty much that. Like, the end of the episode was Chantel saying that she takes accountability for where she went wrong. But here's my thing. Where does she think that is? Like, I really want to know, Chantel, where do you think you went wrong? Because I promise you, it's probably not going to be the actual where you went wrong. Because for some reason, you keep trying to pinpoint stuff that's either not relevant or it's a reaction that your mother has given and not where you started it with her. But y'all, that was the episode. Like I said, there was not much to this. Considering we ended with Jackie and Chantel fighting in the last episode, that should have been the last, that should have been the last episode for the season. But y'all, let me know what y'all thought about it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all in the next review. Bye, guys.